Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I have posted a video, so I'm so glad to be sitting back in front of the camera to film a video for you guys. So we're going into November, which means Christmas season is starting, the best time of the year, and this is going to be like my Christmas book TBR. You can also get some Christmas book recommendations from this video because I know a lot of people love getting in the Christmas spirit by reading books to do with Christmas. All of my social medias will be on the screen and linked in the description. I'm way more active on all my other social media platforms rather than here. First of all, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, which is the udie. The udie reached out to me and asked me to choose an udie to be sent out, and I have been obsessed with udies for literally years since they came out, and they are an Australian owned brand as well, which just makes it 100 times better because I love seeing Australian brands thrive around the world. So the udie is like a giant fluffy warm blanket. It is perfect for winter time. Imagine like a cozy night in, ordering takeaway and watching Christmas movies, and you're sitting here in a snuggly blanket that you don't even have to take off. You know when you're sitting on the couch with like a really cute fluffy blanket but you have to get up and get something and then you're cold? You don't have to with this because you can pretty much take the blanket with you, which is just amazing. It also has a hoodie, which is one of my favorite parts because it just makes it 100 times cozier. I just really feel like I'm wrapped up and like cocooned in a blanket. I know a lot of people that own hoodies are also really scared of washing them in case it changes the feeling of them, but honestly every time that I've washed my previous hoodies it has made them more soft and fluffy, and I know that might be hard to believe, but they just feel brand new and fresh every time you wash them, so it doesn't damage them at all. This is just the coziest thing to wear while reading, so if you would like one, definitely go and buy one from the link in my description. You can also use my code EmilyMish35 at checkout. Thank you so much to the udie for sponsoring today's video, and let's just get straight into it. I have a few books that I want to get through today. So the first one is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. This is actually a new release from Tessa Bailey. I think it was only released this month, and one of my beautiful followers from TikTok actually sent it to me, so I've got a little note in here from her as well. I've actually been on a book buying ban in October, and this was a book that I have been really wanting to buy to read during the holiday season. So when I got this at my front door, I was literally beyond excited because this is like my most anticipated Christmas read. So by the sounds of the back of this book, it follows Melody, who is the daughter of music royalty, and Melody avoids the camera and just keeps to herself, and then she meets Beat, who is the son of the band's lead singer, and he is the complete opposite. He loves the cameras and he just loves all of the attention that he gets. The next book we have is Home for Christmas by Camilla Eiley, or Isley, I'm not really sure how to say that. I was actually lucky enough to be sent this by Camilla herself, and I'm so excited to read it this Christmas. And the first line at the back of the book is, would you share a bed with your enemy to save Christmas? I love the bed sharing trope, especially when it's done like perfectly. There's literally a circumstance where they have to share the bed. Like, I love that so much. And it follows a man called River, and he is actually an author that is experiencing writer's block, and he goes off to this retreat to celebrate Christmas with his family, but he ends up having to share a bunk bed with this beautiful girl, and their relationship goes on from there. I am so excited to read this. This sounds adorable. The next one we have is One Day in December by Josie Silva. So I actually started reading this last year and then I DNF'd it because I was kind of in a reading slump for like a few months over Christmas time last year, so I didn't get to read any Christmas books last year. So let me just read the back of this book to you because I am so intrigued on what is going to happen in this book. So it says, Laurie is pretty sure love at first sight doesn't exist. After all, love isn't a scene from the movies, is it? But then through a misted up bus window one snowy December day, she sees a man who she knows instantly is the one. Their eyes meet, there's a moment of pure magic, and then her bus drives away. Laurie thinks she'll never see the boy from the bus again, but at their Christmas party a year later, her best friend Sarah introduces her to the new love of her life, who is of course the boy from the bus. So I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. I'm definitely intrigued to see where the relationship with her best friend goes as well, if she's gonna like take her man or something like that. I'm very excited for the drama that will probably be in this book, and I just love the cover of this book as well. It's so like minimalistic, and I love the foiling, and it's just makes me so excited to read it. Okay, the next one I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on. A lot of people either love it or hate it, and that is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is actually really short. This is like 250 pages, so I feel like it would be really quick to get through. But that being said, people have said that it's just really boring, so maybe it'll actually be slow to get through. So it says, I'm standing alone in front of the famous Vivint department store when a charming man named Aiden asks my opinion of the decor. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie, and he asks for a better idea idea with a twinkle in his eye. Did I know he owned the place? No, he put me on the spot. So pretty much they start off on the wrong foot because she is judging his storefront, and I'm assuming that she goes in and fixes it and makes the store look a lot better and cuter. It's giving the movie Elf, and I love that so much when they decorate the store together. That is like my favorite Christmas movie ever. I'm so excited to read this, even though people have said really bad things about it in the past. Okay, the next book we have today is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. People have said that this is a very spicy Christmas recommendation, so if you like spice, definitely pick this one up. So it actually follows an actor who is working on a Christmas movie, and there are 3 rules on set, which is don't get involved with anyone on set, don't tell anyone what you do for a living, and definitely don't get involved with anyone on set. So we all know where this is going to go. There's going to be a relationship on set that is clearly forbidden. It's going to be a bit of a forbidden romance. I'm really excited to see the things that they do on set that they should not be doing at all. I feel like this book is going to be so good, and I think the second book of this is actually coming out this year as well. So I might read this a little bit earlier, like in November instead of December, just so I can read the second book this year as well. Next up we have Baby It's Cold Outside by Emily Bell. This book actually just sounds adorable. I'll tell you a little bit on what it's about. So it follows 2 people who met 10 years ago, and they made a deal that if they were both single in 10 years at Christmas time, they will meet in Dublin. And it says Nora has no idea if he will remember, but she has nothing to lose, so she waits where they planned to meet 10 years ago. And then it says, but it wouldn't be Christmas without a few surprises. So this just sounds adorable. It reminds me of November 9 by Colleen Hoover, like when they plan to meet on November 9 every year. And I know something like this just wouldn't happen in real life, because the way that someone would be 10 years ago versus the present day would just be like completely different people. Will I still eat this book up? Probably. I just love a cute little romance like that, and I feel like it's just going to be a really quick and easy read as well. Okay, I have 2 books to go in this video. So the next one is Blame It on the Mistletoe by Beth Garrett. So it follows Elle and Holly, who decide to switch places at Christmas time. Elle is a social media star with the hashtag dream life, or so it seems, and Holly loves everything about Christmas, but after a mortifying mistletoe disaster with her ex, her perfect plans unravel like a bad Christmas sweater. So she switches places with her favorite social media influencer, who is Elle. And I don't know how I feel about like social media influencers being in books. I just find it to be a little bit cringy and like too close to like society, and it's just, when I want to read a book I want to escape social media and all of that, so it's kind of hard to go back into a world with it. But I am still really excited to read this. And the last book we have today is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. So I actually didn't even realize this was a Christmas book. I've had it on my shelf for so long, and it wasn't really in my Christmas book pile until I reorganized my bookshelves one day and realized that it is in fact a Christmas related book. So it says, 1 year ago, recent Portland transplant Ellie Oliver had her dream job in animation and a Christmas Eve bookstore meet cute with a woman she fell in love with over the course of a single night. But after a betrayal the next morning and the loss of her job soon after, she finds herself adrift, alone, and desperate for money. I just skipped a bit, and then the last sentence is, now over one very festive week, Ellie must choose between the safety of a fake relationship and the risk of something real. So this is a fake dating Christmas romance. So yeah, that was all of the books that I am hoping to read during this year's holiday season. I'm very excited to read all of these, hopefully. I feel like this is very ambitious as a TBR. If I'm expecting to read all of these, I probably won't, because I'm definitely in my fantasy era, not really my romance era, but I'll definitely get a few of these down. Definitely leave some comments below on your opinions on these books if you have read any of them. Just as like extra book recommendations that I've actually read for Christmas time, we have The Holiday Swap. I really liked this. In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, and The Holiday Switch. This is probably like my favorite Christmas romance that I've read. With all of that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and my social medias again will be on the screen and in the description. Make sure to also go and check out the udie in my description. They have so many options and patterns that you can choose from, and I know there is something for everyone, so definitely go and check them out. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video.